I want to think about profits being a signal. Kind of a signal to the marketplace, a beacon of light, like a lighthouse. You guys have seen that in the sky when you're driving down the highway and they've got those towers and they've got the bloop, 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 bloop. So if we think of profits being a signal, what is that negative 20 sending out? What kind of signal is it sending? What's that? Probably shouldn't be doing that, right? So it's kind of like, you suck. You suck. You suck. Right? Do something different. This is wrong. Something's wrong, right? That's the signal that it's sending out. Now, that's a different signal than he gets up here, right? So you can see how the profit, if we think of it as a signal, gives you an action item. It says, hey, there might be something better for you to be doing. You might be able to reallocate your situation and do something better. Remember we talked about our beer and pizza. If we're not at that right spot, we might be able to reallocate our budget to make ourselves happier. Well, that's what this is saying, is that, hey, you might be able to do something different and make yourself better off because you are a profit maximizer. And by including our opportunity cost, we've learned that you're not doing that very well. And there might be another alternative, another opportunity to make yourself better off. So we want to include those opportunities. And so by having this negative, what could the professor do? Think about the numbers we calculated here. What would be something that would be better for the professor from a money standpoint? Now, let me interject here. I'm leaving out that the professor's been at OU for 15, 20 years, and he is sick and tired of you guys. He could not stand another paper to grade and another kid to talk to in his office hours another minute. No, we're not letting any of that happen, right? Strictly talking about the money. How does that shake out? Right? So I'm going to leave all those non-monetary things, by the way, which are important to consider. The Economist doesn't always ignore them, but for this particular illustration, I'm going to ignore that aspect. And think about this 20. What could the English professor do to better his position financially?
You open the restaurant, hire the manager, and kept teaching.
Yeah, be at 65, right? So if the professor goes back to teaching, earns the 60, hires the manager, we're back to the accountant's formula. The professor's still the owner, so he's entitled to the 5. Now he's got his OU pay of 60 plus the 5 from the business, and he makes 65.